Welcome to Tata Crucible Campus Quiz 2024. For 20 years, we've been leading the way, sparking curiosity and discovering the brightest minds across India, with the legends who've made this journey unforgettable. Your quizmaster, the one and only Pick Brain, and the ever-energetic Rashmi Furtado. And now it's time to kick off the ultimate zonal final.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and all you young friends out here, very good afternoon to all of you. And a warm welcome to what is going to be the first zonal final of the 20th season of Tata Crucible for campuses. One of them will go into the national final, which is the top 8 of our country. Rashmi will take you through the early part of the final while I will come back and join you in the second half to see who goes through to Mumbai for that big one.
All right. So let's invite our finalists on stage for the zonal final here today. The first one joining me on stage here today on table number 1, representing MIT Manipal, is Nikunj Sharma. Following Nikunj, representing Dr. B.R. Ambedkar School of Economics, Sanatan Chabra. Following Sanatan, representing SMS QSAT, that's a management school from QSAT, is Bichu Abraham. Following Bichu is Tushar Sharma, representing IIM Kozhikode. Following Tushar, representing IIT Madras, is Nidan Bashir. And completing the lineup for us here today, representing XIME from Chennai, is Anthony Roshan.
This is BV Now, and this is BB Now. Matlab Big Basket Now, delivering in 10 minutes.
This is still the first zonal final. It's the first step that we're taking towards that national final. So let's start. The first round of the zonal final coming up is domain expertise. Here we go. Ten questions for you, all on the buzzer, of course. And as the round suggests, I will mention, or the domain of the question will be mentioned before the question appears on the screen. All right? So good luck to all of you. Let's begin the zonal final with the first question. First question is on India. Coming up is the question. Here we go. Which famous institute moved here from the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru? All right. Nidan, go ahead.
I'll say this is the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research.
Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, which otherwise is known as TIFR. Plus 20 to you. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. What a great start to the zonal final. He gets that plus 20 with Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Something that I would like, women leaders. A question on the women leaders coming up on your screen. Here we go. The history of this courageous female entrepreneur, or rather the history of female entrepreneurs in our country, is in fact started for this particular entrepreneur very, very early. And she was one of those pioneers who was the one who paved the way for many other shepreneurs from our country. And she's sometimes also referred to as the original slumdog millionaire. She bought the distressed assets of Kamani Tubes Company and steered the company back to profitability in 2001. Who is this wonderful and courageous lady? All right. No one going on the buzzer. The first question from the zonal final moving into the audience here today. Anybody who would like to give it a shot? Go ahead. Kalpana Saroj is absolutely right. Give him a round of applause. Let's move on to the next one. That's question number 3. Path breakers. All right. Coming up on your screen is the question. Here we go. Nicholas Negroponte is the author of the 1995 bestseller Being Digital. He also founded this association. What is this association? You just need to give me the name of the association. It is sort of like a puzzle. Even if you can work out the puzzle on your screen, you can tell me the answer. No one on the buzzer here today. I will have to move into the audience again. Anyone who would like to give it a shot. 1 laptop per child. Absolutely right. Let's move on to the next question. That's question number 4. All about fair play. Coming up is the question. Here we go. Which auditing firm has once again been in the eye of the storm in the early 2024, early in this year? And what basically happened was they accused the business group Tingo, which is a Nigerian business group, saying that they have more than 470 million in the bank, whereas the reports say that the Securities and Exchange Commission found only $50 in their account. Which company or which auditing firm am I talking about? All right, no one on the buzzer again. Anybody in the audience who would like to give it a shot? Deloitte is absolutely right. Deloitte is what I was looking for as an answer. Good answer. All right. Let us move on to the next one. That's question number 5. That would be icons. All right. Coming up is the question. Here we go. This monograph was written in German. It contains handwritten notes and a Nazi stamp. Who wrote this? You basically have to identify the person on screen. Who wrote it? From the world of management, a well-known management guru. No one on the buzzer again. Moving into the audience. Only one hand. Go ahead, sir. Peter Drucker is absolutely right. A former Tata Crucible corporate champion giving me that answer. Peter Drucker is what I was looking for. Let's move on to the next one. That's question number 6. Coming up on your screen, women in business. Coming up is the question. Here we go. What is the meaning of the term glass escalator? All right, I will give, go ahead, sir. What he said is correct. The rate of growth for a woman is way slower than a man in any organization. But the twist is, which is the meaning of glass escalator, is that in a woman-dominated profession, if a male has entered into a profession like that, then that male will progress way faster than the other women around. That is glass escalator. All right? Moving on to the next one. That's question number 7. Coming up on your screen. Market measurement. All right. Coming up is the question. Here we go. Identify the American information, data, and market measurement firm. When I say market measurement, think of market research. I mean, if you have read any kind of market research reports, you have to know this company. They're huge, huge in market research. No one trying. Tough questions lined up for the zonals. Oh, all right, Nikunj is trying. Go ahead, Nikunj.
Is it Pew Research?
Could you please repeat your answer?
Pew Research, PEW.
Minus 20 on that. Anybody on the second attempt? All right, no one trying. In the interest of time, I'm going to give you the answer here today. Nielsen Holdings is what I was looking for as an answer. So let's move on to the next one. Question number 8. Innovation. From the world of innovation, all you need to do is identify this company. Coming up now, Swedish company. Swedish company. All right, I'll help you out. Founded by Ruben Rausing and built on Eric Wallenberg's innovation. All right, go ahead, Sanatan.
Tetra Pak.
Tetra Pak is a very good answer. Okay, let's move on to the next one. That's question number 9. Astro Science. Coming up on your screen is the question. All you need to do is identify this concept. Here we go. Quiet. Again, a concept that we learn for sure in management. And also, if I'm not wrong, even in I think a particular subject in engineering. I think in your first year or second year you learn. Not really sure about that. Motorola is there because it was introduced by this person when he was still working in Motorola. That's the Motorola Connect. Anybody in the audience who would like to give it a shot? Six Sigma is absolutely right. That's Bill Smith. Let's move on. The last one of this round, founders, coming up on your screen, is the question. Which institution of higher learning established in 1949 with the economics V.K.R. Rao as the founder director has a library named as Ratan Tata Library? All right. Sanatan was waiting to press that buzzer. Go ahead.
Delhi School of Economics.
Delhi School of Economics is absolutely right. He gets a plus 20 on that. Very good answer, actually. Not a very easy one, but very good answer by Sanatan there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first round. That is domain expertise at the Tata Crucible Zonal Final that you're watching. Let me invite Pick Brain back on stage to take this Zonal Final forward. Over to you, Pick Brain.
गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, आज हम पढ़ेंगे कि 4 गुणा 4 16 नहीं 199 होते हैं।
कैसे सर?
अरे बताता हूँ। सबसे पहले तो टाटा प्ले बिंज ऐप डाउनलोड करो।
ओके सर।
यहाँ मिलेंगे 30+ OTT ऐप्स। उनमें से डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार और Z5 जैसे अपनी पसंद के कोई भी 4 ऐप सिलेक्ट करो।
कर लिया सर।
और इन चारों ऐप्स का सारा कंटेंट देखो एक ही बिंज ऐप पर।
वाव सर।
और चाहो तो 4 अलग अलग स्क्रीन पर भी देख लो। ये सब मिलेगा सिर्फ 199 रुपीज पर मंथ में। तो हो गए ना 4 गुना 4 199। टाटा प्ले बिंज, सब्सक्राइब नाउ।
All right, seems certainly like a tense final here today. One of them will go through. Sanatan seems to have a few very good answers up his sleeve. When he gets that there, he does not let it go. But for the moment, time to play on string theory on your screen. Here it is. On the buzzer, starting with the first one. Here we go. Ring Aqua, a famous pilot in a sense. He loved aviation like JRD. Quest and, well, that's a composition from Robert Schumann, which is so legendary as a musical piece. It's a signature tune which appears in their commercials, in the commercials of your answer. He's giving it a shot is Sanatan again.
Is that Raymond's?
Explain to me.
That's Vijay Patsinghania.
That's Vijay Pat Singhania.
Yep.
So you're going to the Raymond group. The song is the tune of Raymond's and you're taking a chance. Again, second time today, when he's doing well, he starts dancing. Put your hands together. He's got that absolutely right. 20 to him. He's playing the game much better than he played in the cluster rounds. He had a nervous cluster final. He had to come back from behind to win. This time, he's surging ahead. He's on 60. The battle's never over because people are not going to give up easily. On to the next one. On your screen, here it is. It's an entertainment category question, so Tata Play Binge comes up there. Millions go to watch this place. Philip Curtis taught a lady a form of art. Voltaire was the first of whom this experiment was done. Merlin Entertainment operates it today. And Priyanka Chopra from India is the first to have won across 4 separate locations of the world. He's gone for it from IIT Madras' Nidan.
Sir, this is Madame Tussauds.
Madame Tussauds.
Yep.
Explain.
So Priyanka Chopra has a statue over there, and I'm assuming the person on the top left taught Madame Tussauds to the art of waxing.
So these are wax models. Priyanka is the only Bollywood star with one in 4 different corners of the world.
Yeah.
So you're talking of Madame Tussauds Wax Museum as an overall answer.
Yeah.
Superb. Oh, beautiful quizzing. Tough one, but stringing it together. When you start working answers out and you start calming down, he's back again on 40, so he's just one answer behind Sanatan. Question number 3, hands on the buzzer. Question on your screen now. Your answer is a very famous businessman and investor. He booked a first-class ticket on the Titanic and for an odd reason could not board the train. Luckily for him. He formed US Steel, IIT again.
Since you said US Steel, I'll just go with Andrew Carnegie.
As your final answer.
Yeah.
Minus 20. Minus 20 on Andrew Carnegie. Continuing, no. Nikunj?
Is it Rockefeller?
Is it Rockefeller? Again, a negative to him. Anybody in the audience, I'll give you another clue. There is actually a, what do I call it? A gemstone that's named after him. And a famous financial company. Superb question. Morganite is actually a precious stone named after J.P. Morgan. On the next one. Question coming up now. Huge giant, more known for their banking and finance business, created by Henry and Williams. They just had $1,500 when they started this. Customers could open what was called a blue chip savings account. It gave them higher yields and a certificate of deposit in those days. They became so famous with the snowmen advertisements during Super Bowl. The company's logo is famously drawn by a horse. Oh. Come on, banking, finance. He's giving it a shot. He's a good quizzer because he does not give up. Go ahead, Nidan.
Since you said horses, I'll just go with Wells Fargo.
Since I said horses, he'll go with Wells Fargo. Whatever the reason, plus 20. Good one! He backs himself, he takes his chances. Wells Fargo is absolutely right. As we come back to India, on the next one on your screen, string this together. Let's see what you get on your screen now. It's a famous brand started by a famous name. The man on your screen is Mr. Chauhan. He created a brand that eventually was purchased by another company to just block this brand from growing. But even to this day, it's a very powerful Indian brand. There are rumors that News Corporation wanted to get into this at some stage. Go ahead.
It's a wide guess, Liril.
Liril. Minus 20. The Kerala champion with a record score in the Kerala round is finding it tough. He's got a minus. Someone else before I could speak. Nikunj.
Is it Parlay?
You got to give me a slightly better answer. Go beyond parlay. There are colors that will lead you. I'm just pushing you to make you feel calm. I'll give it to you on parlay, but I'm pushing you. What did they want to stop in India? Coca-Cola is the company that bought, not News Corp. Brand that they wanted to stop but could not.
The famous one I remember is Gold Spot.
Okay, there were 3 actually. No. He hit the buzzer. He gets parlay right. Plus 20 to Nikunj on that one. As we go into the final one, he'll get a 20 to recover ground. And the final one in this round on your screen now. Your generation. It's a famous man. Lee Jun created a famous company with his theory called Hyper OS. They're today moving from phones to cars. Anthony. Xiaomi is absolutely right. Zyme getting a 20 on that one. The leaderboard is going to look interesting. Tata Play Binge Board will tell this story. Binging here today is Sanatan from the School of Economics, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's school from Bengaluru. But right behind him is a dangerous contender. because he'll play gutsy. We've seen that before from IIT Madras, Nidan Bashir. And Anthony on 20, he's played well too.
जाएगा बोला जाएगा इस सब बोल कर बताएगा जाएगा बोला जाएगा इस सब बोल कर बताएगा
This is Baba Now and this is BB Now. Matlab Big Basket Now. Delivering in 10 minutes.
Analytical intelligence on your screen. Here it is. Starting with the first one on your screen now. Life gets tougher. 5-letter brand. T plus 2, E plus 3, E plus 2, A minus 2, and C plus 2.
A6.
This is really fast.
A6.
A6. ASICS minus 20. He just went, I think, with an A. Whoa, that was super fast. Someone's going to be working the answer out. Just stopped me too quickly. Anybody trying for it? It's a huge giant in the healthcare space. IIT Madras.
So the first two letters are AS, and since you said healthcare, I'll just go with Aster Healthcare.
You're not working out the remaining three. He's picked A and S from the first two. What are your first two?
Mintra and Havels.
Mintra and Havels.
Yeah.
So that gives you A and the other one gives you S.
And Aster.
And because I said it's healthcare, you're guessing it's TER.
Yeah.
Sometimes in life, you got to hedge. Hedging right. Oh, put your hands together. IIT Madras taking a risk. Was that a risk of his life? He's got himself to 60. He's on par with Sanathan now. One of them will go to the national final. The pressure is going to build from here as we go to the next one. On your screen now. A brand with a great history. A brand with a great legacy. It comes from a family of people who pursued a particular profession. And that led to the creation of this brand and therefore the name. IIT Madras.
Dabur.
Dabur. Explain.
D of Red Bull. A
D
of
comes in Red Bull.
Axis Bank. And
Axis gives you A.
Bajaj.
Bajaj.
Lexus.
Lexus.
Renault.
Oh, superb. He got everything right. Outstanding quizzing here from IIT Madras. He got everything right. And the application of the formula Red Bull, Axis Bank, Bajaj, Lexus, Renault, all of that will lead you to Dabur. Takes him into the lead. Two remaining in this round. On to the next one on your screen now. This is the story of a brand India is proud of. Represented by a beautiful girl, like the many who've taken part at Tata Crucible, this brand symbolizes cleanliness. Iconic brand, Anthony.
Nirma.
Nirma. What did you make out?
I just guessed it.
You just guessed without anything. This is playing super safe. He doesn't want to say anything on any of the brands.
First one I thought it's N.
Okay.
Instagram N. I for Dunkin' Donuts I thought. After that I just guessed it. You talked about cleaning, so Nirma.
If you're into stock markets, don't invest like this. Okay? Be a little more careful. Plus 20. Extraordinary quizzing. High amount of courage. It gets him to 40. He needed an answer like that. 40, 60, 80. This quiz is becoming nervous. One more to go on your screen in this round. Here it is. It's the story of a brand which wanted to redefine India's fashion and retail. He's taking quick shots. Nidan.
Trent. This is Trent.
Trent.
Yeah.
Explain.
PlayStation, Atari, Shell, Burger King, AT&T.
No doubt these guys join IIT. I mean, that is super fast working out. He's got it absolutely right. Oh my God.
आप भी जॉब ढूंढना स्टार्ट कर दो। टाटा एआईए लाइफ इंश्योरेंस ने हमारे फ्यूचर का दी एंड कर दिया है। मैंने कहा मैम फ्यूचर में है लंबा हॉस्पिटल बिल। वो बोली कंप्लीट हेल्थ कवर है ब्रो, जस्ट चिल। आज फिट रहने के रिवॉर्ड्स, रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी इनकम, सब फिकर फ्री हैं, सब तैयार हैं।
हे पोपट, फिर तुम तैयार क्यों नहीं हो? अब इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर नहीं पर आपका होगा। टाटा एआई लाइफ इंश्योरेंस से रहो हर वक्त के लिए तैयार।
यहाँ बायोडाटा भेज देना।
Only one contender will go through. As we move to the final frontier of our game here today, it's time for quick thinking. Here it is. Indian supermodel Shamoli Verma was the brand's first face. Playing Indian musical instruments like sitar and flute, she showed the brand to be an amalgamation of modernity and Indianness. If color be to beauty, music is to the mood, play on, was the first catchy tagline of this famous brand. There are stories of this brand being named after a play and with roots leading you to a goddess. On IIT Madras, Nidan, both went for it.
Okay, I'll say it's Lakme because it's supposedly named after Lakshmi.
Lakme, the brand.
Yep.
Sometimes everything goes right. Put your hands together for him. Oh! The fist is now beginning to come out because he knows he's moving closer to the title. As we go to the next one, hands on that buzzer. X was named after the American scientist who received 2 Nobel Prizes for chemistry and peace. Although the book Rebel Code, X says, I think I was named equally for the Peanuts character, noting that this made him half Nobel-winning chemist and half blanket-carrying cartoon character. Which great person was named in this manner and created an operating system for the world in the world of technology that disrupted Microsoft for a while? Famous operating system that got created by someone named after a great Nobel laureate, 2 Nobels, chemistry and peace. On my left, I am Koikod. Go ahead, Tushar.
Macintosh.
Oh, minus 20 to him. He took a half chance. Pichu Abraham is not recalling the name. I can see the struggle there.
Linux.
Anthony Roshan.
Linux.
Linux. You know who's the person by any chance?
No, sir. But I know the OS.
You know the OS is Linux. We'll give it to you. Plus 20 on Linux. But 2 questions still to go. Penultimate one. Hands on the buzzer. This started with a debate and a symposium that was held in Washington, D.C. in 1998. The participants were news anchor from CBS, the famous Dan Rother, historian Doris Goodwin.
This is how the US presidential debate started. And later
the concept of presidential debates.
Yeah.
Sometimes everything goes right, sometimes everything goes wrong. Minus 20. I'll continue. The then New York governor, Mario Cuomo, Condoleezza Rice, who was part of government, all of them were present along with now famous author Walter Isaacson. They debated, discussed for hours and came out with a list. What list? 1998. These gentlemen and ladies came together to create a list. How do we know this list? Now it comes out every year. Someone's trying. Anthony's not giving up. Yes, Anthony. Just move the...
Forbes economic list, like yearly they are announcing it.
The Forbes list, yeah. The Forbes 500, that kind of Forbes list. Minus 20. None trying? Well, tough one, penultimate one. The Time 100 list of great people every year. Final question at the first zonal final of Tata Crucible year 20. Here we go. The practice, and it's a practice if I should call it that, was made based on the recommendation of the Ackworth Committee in India in 1920-21. The committee was headed by the famous British economist William Ackworth. The allocation for this continued to happen in India from 1924 to 2016. Every year, unfailingly, India would have this allocation. What, Nikunj?
These are the reparations by the Britishers.
Minus 20. He gets it wrong. Continuing with the question, what is this annual allocation of a specific budget?
This is the railway budget.
The railway budget, which stopped in 2016. So India now has only one union budget, but we had one more ceremonial budget, which was the railway budget. Absolutely right. He'll redeem himself on the last question with that answer. Absolutely right on the railway budget. On 120, with an authoritative performance towards the second half from the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Madras, Nidan Bashir will go into the national final. It's time for us to move into our prizes.
रूठेगा भाई रूठेगा जब खिलौना टूटेगा रूठेगा भाई रूठेगा जब खिलौना टूटेगा.
This is Baby Now and this is BB Now. Matlab Big Basket Now, delivering in 10 minutes.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to welcome on stage our chief guest here today, someone who goes in line with the ethos of Campus Crucible, which is to identify young talent which will build the future of this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Aishwarya DKS Hegde from the Global Academy.
I think it's a privilege and an honor for me to be here in an event like this. And we're so happy that the GATT family and the Global Academy of Technology family is a part of this. And that itself is an honor. It was wonderful to witness where knowledge beyond curriculum was actually celebrated among youngsters, and I believe to carry the same way forward in everything we do as GATT by taking inspiration on that. So congratulations to each finalist who are here, and I'm sure there's a lot of hard work, determination, and self-belief which has got you here. Congratulations till here and the way forward. Thank you so much, Giri sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, can we hear it for her? And let's celebrate our champions here today. From me, Big Brain, from my young colleague Rashmi, from all of us at Team Tata Crucible, thank you so much for joining us. Good evening and goodbye.